Welcome back. So it's getting to that festive time of year, and when I say festive, I mean festivities as in Halloween, Thanksgiving, and of course Christmas and New Year's. And always looking for noteworthy candles, something. These blue ones are perfect for our teal living room, and the red ones for Christmas, and the red ones, the taper candles for Christmas or Halloween. So I always pick up candles when I find them, and I always pick up handles for little jobs here and there. And these are IKEA handles and knobs, and they are great. I'm glad I picked them up. This little Currier and Ives dish is a little bit unusual. I don't see the green very often, and this was just one on its own, 50 cents, so I picked it up, and that might be my new collection. I hate to say it, now I'm going to be starting to look for green transferware. At the thrift store that I go to most often, we have a display unit in there, which is where I picked up the next two items. They were 50% off. This little jug it's not marked, but I thought it was very autumn inspired. Love the colours on it, and I think this was $2 on sale. I think it was $4 originally. So I picked that up, mainly for the centre of my table, because I have a big I can't think of words. Words won't come. Floral arrangements that's not fitting in the jug that I have it at the moment. And this piece has been in my thrift store for about, I want to say 3 months, and it was in the display case, and it was $9. And I looked at it every time I went past, and I thought, nah, you know what? I don't need it. I'm not going to get it. But when I saw it for 50% off, I thought, I do need it. I must get it. And so here it is. But when I did get it home, I noticed that it's the trim colour is very similar to that of the trim on the jug. So once fall is over and I put them into the display cabinet, at least I can put them together and they'll have the same type of theme. I do like the red. I do have a lot of red transferware. I don't buy it in collections because you don't see enough of it, but I do have lots of one-offs, but they do all look really nice in the display cabinet. So quite pleased with those two. This little blue decorative teapot is purely for display, and for 50 cents I could not leave it behind. And with all of my blue dishes, I think it's going to be a perfect addition. Found this silver plated tray. It isn't very often I pick these up because they're usually terribly overpriced. The handle detail was delicious. The roses, the rope around the outside, even the tarnish was not too much. I thought, and it was $1, so I could not leave this behind. I do use trays actually quite often. So I decided to hang on to this one and bring it home, and it is quite a substantial tray, and it is really quite nice. So something that, like I said, I don't normally pick up. They're usually about anywhere from $6 to $10, and I think that's overpriced for what they are, but like I said, for $1 I can do that. And then thinking towards Halloween, I found this little doll, and she is going to be I'm going to add a macabre touch to her, see if I can make her look a little bit more spooky and chilling for Halloween. So she's going to be painted up like the other dolls that I did in my last video. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. I've kept a lot of my Halloween decorations. I'm going to wait until this weekend because of Thanksgiving. It's a bit of an odd time in Canada. We have Thanksgiving on Monday, which is the 11th, and then so it's hard to decorate for Halloween when Thanksgiving hasn't finished. So fall decor kind of takes precedent. I picked this little. It's almost like a camping stool, the old camping stools. I have seen these in decorator shops, and what I'm going to do, if you remember the fabric with the boats and the old-fashioned fabric with the boats, it almost looks like the New England print. I'm going to cover it with that and have it as a little occasional chair for the skinnies and the kids to sit on, because I think if you had any weight you would just go straight through that. So that's an upcoming project that's going to get done in the next couple of weeks or so. Now, speaking of Halloween, this year I think I've mentioned we're having a Halloween party, we usually do, and it's going to be, the theme is Harry Potter. So I'm trying to reduce the amount of things that I have to actually make for the party. So I picked up these keys, the flying keys. I think they're from the first movie, and I got this off Amazon. I will leave the link below. And really pleased, this was not expensive, and really pleased with the quality and the quantity actually of the keys that were in the bag. I think there were 2 of every key, and I think there were, I want to say there's 48 or 50 keys with the string, the nylon string, and also the little wings that attach. So I will show you where I put these. I'm not sure where they're going to go yet, but I will show you the completed setup of how I use these. But in the meantime, really happy with this little purchase from Amazon. So you can see some of it's just so cute. I mean, the little bunny rabbit. I mean, what my fascination is with woodland creatures as I get older, who knows? But I mean, the crowns, perfect. Who doesn't love a good crown? And there's all sorts. I mean, there really are. They're really quite special, elegant, and they're really splendid keys. So I thought I'd show you, I sort of laid them out just to show you what you get in the set. And again, like I said, I was delightfully impressed by the quality, the quantity. They're really very nice. And unexpected, actually. You pick things up from Amazon or anywhere indeed, and I'm pleasantly surprised by the actual outcome, because they are really quite nice. The actual wings are made of a printed gauze, I would say. Please ignore my nails. I've been working with black paint, and of course ended up with most of it under my nails and can't get them out now until I don't know, I've just soaked them in something. But back to the wings, you can see the little holes where you're going to have to tie them to the keys and then suspend them from the ceiling. So Can't wait to start this project. This table reminded me of an old telephone table that we used to have years ago. It was in a previous thrift. It was a little bit damaged. I got this 50% off, I believe, and I just rubbed it down a little bit and just painted the top in the black, and it's a high gloss black, and I think it was enough. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Well, Dudley's here to help as it's all changing the dining room again. We decided to pull out the white dresser, which is the same as the one that I have in the kitchen. So I gave it a really good clean down. It was a bit messy. I gave it a good vacuum and clean down. And then I decided, because of the William Morris wallpaper that I'd put up on the wall, that I couldn't really see enough of it, so I had enough left, so I put that on the back panels of the two highest portions, and you'll see when the doors come on that's the only part that you can see, because the bottom are solid doors and the top half are glass doors. This beautiful old wooden banker's unit that I've had for many years was just too big for the spot between the two bathrooms, and I had to get it out, and this is a lot more streamlined. I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out, and it gave me a chance to redistribute all of my transferware, and so I've got now between the two white cupboards, and I'm very pleased with the way it's turned out. Certainly give me more room. So this gave me the opportunity to display the red soup tureen that I just bought, and some of the other items were just dotted around through the display cabinet that I've repurposed. And this is the autumnal vase that I purchased for the larger flower arrangement on the dining table. So pleased with how that's looking. It's more in keeping.